Greetings all, Zechs here, once again for my 13 Slays of Halloween. And this year I'm going to pretty much do a reverse of what I did last year. Last year I ended things by choosing one movie of my choice. This year I'll pretty much begin choosing 3 movies of my choice, but only because this year, earlier this year, we lost a great B-movie legend in Robert Z'Dar. And other than a few movies that he's well known for, there's a really good horror franchise that Z'Dar made called Maniac Cop series. And they're so severely underrated movies directed by William Lustig and Larry Cohen's written by and produced. And the first one, which I'm reviewing right now, we'll talk about soon. I mean, it's a very underrated classic. But yeah, so these first 3 movies this week will be my choice. Then after that, it'll be ones chosen by you guys at theauthors.com and also my friends. And you know how that will turn out. I will probably be driven to drinking and madness, probably. So yeah, I'm in for a bumpy ride this year. They really chose some interesting ones. I'm kind of terrified. But anyway, let's talk about Maniac Cop. Or as I like to refer to it, Chin Apocalypse. Because you have not only Robert Z'Dar in this movie as Matt Cordell, you have Tom Atkins, great actor. He's in this as the head, well, pretty much the protagonist. You think he's the protagonist, then pretty much the twist happens. And you have Bruce Campbell in one of his early roles too. So you have 3 actors who have really good chins against each other. So it's pretty much a 3-for-all for all 3 going at it. And then you have so many big character actors in this too. You also have Richard Roundtree's in this too. Some grizzled guy I know who's always in these B movies too, of playing hard ass guys. Pretty much, he plays the police captain in this. Then you have other people in this you never expect, like Sam Raimi appears in this movie as a reporter, and then you have a couple other odds and ends. But it's not as like noteworthy as the next one, but it's still a fun movie to watch. And it's a fun B movie. I mean, this is just, it's the slasher movie with a different type of approach. And when I say I mean that is that, I mean, Cordell is more of a interesting slasher character in the fact that he really, I mean, Jason Voorhees pretty much has a legitimate grudge, but I mean, you lose sympathy the moment he starts doing what he's doing. Matt Cordell is kind of interesting in the fact that you really do feel sorry for this guy. I mean, you really do. I mean, and God bless him. Robert Z'Dar really does a good job capturing that, because it's really Z'Dar's performance that makes you really feel sorry for the guy, because you understand fully this guy got really screwed by the people he worked for, and basically for about to show the corruption in the system, and basically he got slammed shut, and boy did he get screwed hard. So I mean, you understand why he does the things that he does, and you understand that the characters that support him do the things that they do. But the fact is that he's just so pissed off at what happened to him, and you can understand why he just goes ape crazy in this, and why he's a maniac cop. And I mean, if there's anything bad about this film, it's that there's only about one good kill in this. I mean, there's some really good surprise moments, and there's really some good gore in this, but I mean, there's one really good kill. That's a cement kill. I love that kill in this movie. It's like pretty much just amazing, especially when the dark humor, they're getting a chisel out to try to get the guy out of the cement. I mean, I just ball up laughing, and usually that happens. But I mean, you could tell this movie it's like a typical B movie. I mean, hell, it says it's from New York, but you can look around, they're in freaking LA when they show this. So I just can't help but laugh at that. But again, I mean, it's a good movie. I mean, you'd be surprised at how good this is. I mean, honestly, the weakest performance in the entire movie is really Bruce Campbell. I mean, he's just there as the red herring, like halfway through the movie. He's like introduced like 30 or I think he's 30 minutes introduced in the movie, where he's introduced and basically he's the red herring. You think he's the maniac cop, but no, he's not. And then, I mean, it's basically Tom Atkins and Robert Z'Dar just pretty much, they're the bridges in this movie. I mean, Atkins is bringing the new point to this. Like, you're like, okay, what the hell's going on here? And here we were with him trying to piece together what the hell is this, and you have Zadar as the pretty much slasher, and he's just going through doing his thing, but you get the sense of what he's something's up with him, and then when you get the full story, you're like, holy shit. So I mean, you can't help but root for him a little bit once he gets to the people who like pretty much screwed him royally, and I mean, this is a really good movie. I mean, another good thing is that it ends just perfectly. I mean, you just think it's over, and all of a sudden you see the hand raised, and you're like, oh crap, he's alive still. I mean, spoiler alert. I mean, it's 30-year-old movie. You should know this by now if you haven't seen this. But it's a good movie. I mean, there are so many good parts in this. There's so many good performances in this. I mean, there's not really bad performance. I mean, yeah, Bruce Campbell does have a little bit of a like pretty much mellow role in this, but there's like some good parts he has. Like there's a scene where he faces Cordell and he's just getting the shit kicked out of him, and the part where he pretty much Cordell just grabs him, and Campbell just goes like, and that's pretty much the best part of the Bruce Campbell the entire movie. Is him just like pretty much like going, just being thrown like a rag doll. He's just making these Looney Tunes sounds when he's getting thrown around. I mean, that's typical classic Bruce Campbell right there. So I mean, that's probably the best part I could say about Bruce Campbell in this, is that he just when the climax happens, he's just total Bruce Campbell. He brings a little bit of something to the role right there, I guess. But I mean, he's all right in this. I mean, he's not really the main attraction. I mean, in this movie, the main attraction is pretty much Robert Zadar. I mean, and I also like that William Lustig pretty much keeps his face hidden. I mean, it's a feature that they show in the rest of the series. That pretty much he doesn't show Cordell's face that much. I mean, when he does, it's for like oh crap moments, and it's really good of a director to do that. Just pretty much show them at the right moments, and I just really love this movie. I mean, I love this series. This is a really good series of slasher films. I mean, they do. I mean, the gore effects, I can understand why, given the period that everybody's like, oh my god, you can't show that. But, I mean, I'm glad the next few series that Lustig and Cohen just pretty much went balls on the wall in the next couple movies. And they really showed the creative. And there's also some other good stuff in here, too. I mean, you have some really good stunt work. I mean, the freaking end is like, oh my god, how the hell did they do that? And it's a really good start, but it's like a teaser. I love that Lustig and Cohen, that they always amp up the climax. Just when you think it can't get more crazy, it gets more totally crazy. So yes, that's my review of Maniac Cop. This is a fantastically underrated film. I mean, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Just go see it. You'll enjoy it. It's a much more. I mean, it has the classic slasher elements to it, but it also has a good story to it, some good characters to it, and some great, just so good, like pretty much moments you're just like, yeah, that's good. And it also has some shocking moments too. I mean, I never saw some of the twists coming. I mean, the Cordell thing, I could see something else coming for an origin thing, but some other stuff that happens in this, I'm like, oh. I'm like, I didn't see that coming. And I mean, that's one of the best things in Maniac Cop. You never know what's coming next, mostly. You're like, what? Huh? And I mean, that's the best thing I can say about this series. I mean, they really keep you in the thing. It's a totally, like, uncliche thing. I mean, they go for the cliches, but they also go for the uncliche things, like totally unexpected. And that's what the best part of these series are. So if you want something, like, totally unexpected, that's what you should get for trying this Maniac Cop series. And the first one is good, but I kind of enjoy the second one more, and I'll be talking about it tomorrow when I talk about Maniac Cop 2, with only Bruce Campbell returning versus Robert Zadar. But that doesn't last long. More on that later. Till next time, tomorrow, folks.